What's up, guys? Tugi here, back again with my Quebec City Nordiques franchise mode on NHL 17. And in this episode, it is the, it's the ultimate showdown, we'll call it, between the Nords and the St. Louis Blues. The third straight year that we face the Blues in the final. This is the team that's gotten it done. No changes will be made unless things start to go south, but that will not happen. We are getting right into this. We're not wasting any time. We are going to take a look, of course, at the Blues lineup first. We know some of the names that will be there, but I want to know. I want to see what happens. 94, 90, and 89, the ratings for the Blues. Of course, Vladimir Tarasenko, their captain, is still their best player. So here we go. And this is pretty much, from what I can tell, the same team that beat us last year. Robbie Fabry, their top-line left winger. How many playoff games have they played? 18 games. He has 17 points in 18 games. Holy shit. He is centered by Ivan Barbashev, who has 11 points in 18 games. Not bad. But as expected, Vladimir Tarasenko with 17 points through the first 3 rounds. He is a -3, though, which is interesting. This is going to be painful. Second line, Nikolai Ehlers, 16 points in the playoffs thus far, centered by Yuri Laterra, who has 8, and Stanislav Kaigorodov with 13 points, shooting 18%. They have won 2 straight cups, technically, but I hope they don't get a third. Third line, Dmitry Yaskin with 9 points, 11 for Glenn Gaudin, and Nikita Korostelev is there with 6 points. The fourth line, Nicholas Poulin, I'm going to say Poulin, though, most likely, with 4 points. Paul Stastny still there, hanging around at 37 years old, has 4 points, and Ty Ratty with 2. It is a dangerous team pretty much all the way through the lineup. I can't sleep on any of the lower overall guys. I just can't, especially like Korostelev. He has an amazing shot, even though he's only an 83. Defensively, it is Jake Gardner, 3 points and a -3. He plays with 90 overall. Kevin Shattenkirk, 15 points, almost a point a game as a defenseman. Second pairing, Jordan Schmaltz with 4 points. He is with Colton Parayko, also with 4 points. And the third pairing is Vince Dunn with Tommy Vanelli. Oh, boy. And the goalie, we already know, is Evan Fitzpatrick. He has a .926 save percentage in 18 games. The backup is Serge LeBlanc, who is medium starter. He had a .928 save percentage in his one appearance. He was a second-round pick a few years ago. Scratched players is only one. It's Tomas Jorgensen, who was a third-round pick in 2020. He has played in the playoffs, but is not currently in their lineup. I don't know how this is going to go, guys. I really don't. We have had such an amazing season. Walked our way. Just a little bit of bad luck really prevented us from hitting 60 wins. Just dominated the NHL. We have a 12-2 record in the postseason. Everything's gone our way up to this point. The question is whether or not we can face our demons and beat the Blues. We, of course, have a pretty drastically different team than what we had last year. But we will see if they can get it done. We, of course, have home ice advantage. And it is time. Game 1. First period. Can anybody draw first blood? And Jesus Christ, did we draw first blood? Are you kidding me? 3 goals from the top line. And Isaac Lutzer gets another one back. 4-0 at the end of the first period. We had as many goals as they had shots, outshooting them 16-4. Kachuk, less than 2 minutes later, Lutzer, Kachuk again, and Patrick Laine. All 4 goals coming within 9 minutes. Less than, just unreal. Unbelievable. Less than 8.5 minutes. And we have a 4-0 lead. It could turn, But, I mean, I have the confidence in Korpisalo. I mean, that is a fucking statement of a first period right there. That is fantastic. Second period, though, we'll calm down. Everybody take a breath. Calm down. Second period, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And Nikolai Ehlers gets a goal. Good for you, buddy. They actually ended up with 11 shots that period. Third period, though, we have a 4-1 lead. I'm going to take a nice swig of water, while you guys get to sit there and not only enjoy the sound, I don't know if it picked up on the mic, of me drinking my water, but you just get to sit here and witness us take game one by the score of 4-1. You denied Korpisalo his shutout, Ehlers did, which is fine, because now you know this is going to be a different series this year, St. Louis, and you can look at it as, oh, well, you were shut out. You know, you didn't get any goals after the first period. We didn't need it. 2 goals for Tkachuk, 3 points for Patrick, a 2-point night for Patrick Laine. The first line, I can't believe, I actually can't believe Korpisalo wasn't one of the stars of the game. Who were minuses here? Gerby and Lutzer, surprisingly, on that second line. But a spectacular .958 save percentage for Joonas Korpisalo. Again, you're not facing Ty Edmonds. You are facing Joonas Korpisalo, and you better recognize that you are in a goddamn heap of trouble right now. You are in a very bad spot, St. Louis, because you're going up against the best team in the NHL with a 13-2 record in the postseason. And you still have to play us on home ice here in game number 2. Oh, boy. I'm overconfident now. I am, but I don't care. First period. We'll see how it goes. And we are scoreless. Okay. St. Louis is battling back. That's fine. Second period. We're still scoreless. Okay. No, I'm getting worried now because now we haven't scored in 4 periods. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous. As we start the sim on the third period, we have an early power play, please. No, St. Louis kills it off, but then Passy Hall gets the opening goal. Finally, we draw first blood. We have a power play that we can't do anything with. St. Louis on the power play that we kill off. Less than 7 to go. Passy Hall has the only goal. Is his goal the game winner? It is not. Oh my God, Robbie Fabry. I jinxed it, didn't I? Oh, I jinxed it. Holy shit, we were close. Robbie Fabry with 48 seconds left. Fuck. Overtime. Let's do it. It could end quick. It could end real quick. Come on, boys. We can do this. I believe in you. Somebody, please. This is stressful. And it's Barbashev. God damn it. Oh, we had it, and then St. Louis's top line takes it away from us. St. Louis's top line takes it away from us. Passy Hall gets the only goal, and we lose game 2 by the score of 2-1. And this series is tied at 1 game apiece. It is essentially a best of 5 now. And maybe, just maybe, I want to quickly take a look. Gerby and Lutzer are still pretty disappointing. That third line, we can't split them up. Glendening only has 1 point, but he is a +3. So would I want to put J.C. Donovan in the lineup is the question. I don't feel like he would be too bad. What are the stars for Glendening? 4, 4, 3.5, 3.5, 5. Okay, so 4, 4, 3, 3, 5, 4. Yeah, he's not as good as Tambellini, or he's better than Tambellini. Do we want that extra? It's just a matter of whether or not I want to put J.C. Donovan in there. I'm going to stick with Glendening. But worst case scenario happens and we lose game 3, which we won't. But if that were to somehow happen, I would have to take a look at switching things up. We head to St. Louis for games 3 and 4. And oh boy, is this important. First period of game 3, And each team gets a goal apiece. Robbie Fabry, 55 seconds in, but then Luke Glendening rewards me for my loyalty. And we are tied at the end of the first. Second period, Glenn Gaudin gives St. Louis a 2-1 lead, and we are trailing heading into the third. An early power play for St. Louis is killed. We have a power play of our own, and Matthew Tkachuk scores. Fucking Chuck Jaspers out of nowhere gets another one. Power play for St. Louis is killed. We are over the halfway mark of this third period. Tkachuk and Jaspers with the goals. We have another power play, but we can't do anything with it. 2 minutes to go. Hold on for dear life, and they do. A comeback in the third period, and the Nords retake the lead. Two big names. Matthew Tkachuk has really returned to form. I don't want to keep shitting on Duchesne, but he and Duchesne were so disappointing last year. He and Duchesne were the Gerby and Lutzer of last postseason. But in the end, Tkachuk ties it, and Chuck Jaspers. A huge move to replace Carlson with him, but it's worked. And Chuck Jaspers has that goal. Amazing for us. Absolutely amazing. And we have a 2-1 series lead. Korpisalo, the first star with 29 saves. 2 points for Stenlund. And Chuck Jaspers with his lone goal, the GWG. And it says Passy Hall's injured. Oh my God. Passy Hall's out for the rest of the postseason with the separated shoulder. All right. So Passy Hall's out. Oh, Glendening can play center. I'm going to go best lines for the moment. That'll put Moses back in. I don't want to roll with Moses. I mean, maybe it would be worth rolling with Moses and letting him just fucking play on that fourth line. But we're going to call up J.C. Donovan for now. He is on a very, very, very short leash. But we really need him to perform. Otherwise, we go with Moses. Donovan will play with Abramoff and Glendening. Stenlund will take over Hall's spot, so Velarde can stay on that right side. That is the team we are rolling with. A huge chance for J.C. Donovan, and we need to go and quickly change the power play unit. This is the power play unit we've been rolling with all year, having Alvin Dahlman in there. Jones is with Jarrett on the top pairing, and then we need to do that change. I haven't had to do that in a while. I'm glad I remembered the penalty kill is Lutzer. Gerby is all right to be there, but he should not be the center. We'll put Glendening there, and then probably Abramoff. We could go with Stenlund, but we'll go with Abramoff there, who has a decent enough defensive rating. And I think we're good to go. So Passy Hall is done for the postseason, but we took Game 3 by the score of 3-2. We have J.C. Donovan in the lineup, and we will see just what he can do. We could have actually gone with Donovan on a line with Dahlman and Velarde, which is something I will look at if Game 4 does not go our way. But for now, we'll have him on the fourth line with Glendening, and we immediately took an elbowing minor. Line A 10 seconds in. St. Louis is on the power play before I can even start the sim. Game 4, first period. Let's see what happens. They kill it off, and then Seth Jones gets a goal from over the blue line. Over the blue line, a center ice goal. We haven't seen one of those in a while, unless I missed it in this postseason. Doubled them up in shots. Seth Jones makes it a 1-0 game. We still have a long way to go, but that is huge for us. Second period, and Glenn Gaudin ties it. God damn it, he is fucking good, aren't they? And the St. Louis goal, for the record, was on the left side, so he scored from his own blue line, did Seth Jones. But in the end, that goal is now irrelevant. It is a tie game as we start the sim here in this third period. The next goal could ultimately turn the tide to decide who wins the cup here. They kill off the penalty. We kill off a penalty. 7 minutes to go. St. Louis, again, can't make the most of that chance. We're getting down to the wire here. And Robbie Fabry, another late goal. Another fucking late goal. Jesus Christ, is he clutch. And St. Louis has again tied this series. Serge LeBlanc was in. So no Evan Fitzpatrick. And it worked for him. As we are tied yet again. And it is now essentially a best of 3 series. We have home ice advantage. Our loss total has doubled. And we go back home. And we need a win. I am going to go with Velarde. We will go with J.C. Donovan. You see that puck skills category. Doesn't have the best passing, really. I'm surprised it's 4.5 stars. Oh, did he do anything? He was a -1. I'm going to go with my gut. Seth Moses. We need somebody to turn the tide. And I hope you're the guy to do it. You will be on the 4th line with Abramov and Glendening. And we have... Oh boy, do we have a very stressful Game 5 coming up on home ice. This is an absolute must-win. We cannot go back to St. Louis down 3-2. We need a win. We need to get it done. First period of this very important Game 5, and Barbashev gets the opening goal. All right, second period. Can we turn it around? And yes, we can. Ralph Jarrett and Seth Jones. Holy shit. A minute and 58 seconds apart. 2 goals from the defensemen. We're outshooting them 25-13, and we have a 2-1 lead heading into the third period. We need insurance. Fabry or Gaudin, one of those 2 fuckers will score, or it'll be 2 of the players I don't want to name. Third period, early power play. For St. Louis, we kill it off. Power play for us. Please? No. Neither team can score. Okay. We are 10 minutes in. Halfway home. We need insurance. I know we do. I have faith in Korpisalo, but we need insurance. 3 minutes to go. Can we hold on? Holy shit, we can. Eunice Korpisalo, you are my hero. We have a 3-2 series lead on St. Louis in this Cup Final. A 2-1 victory in Game 5. Evan Fitzpatrick was back in goal. He is the first star with 36 saves, only 20 saves for Korpisalo. For Eunice Korpisalo there, I said that weird. But he's your number 1 star in my heart, pal. Ralph Jarrett involved on both goals. Like you guys said, he is legit. He is an amazing player for us, and maybe in this upcoming offseason, we explore the possibility of moving a different defenseman to give him a more defined role. But then again, I think it's perfect the way he is on that third pairing. He can really excel, and especially to having power play time. I don't care about roster moves. I care about winning one more game. Hopefully he responds well. Yes, he did. Good. J.C. Donovan, I don't care about your morale. We have 2 chances to win this goddamn cup. 2 chances. And the first one comes now in Game 6 in St. Louis. Here we go. For the cup is in the building, boys. And for the second time we could do it, but we need to win this game. First period. And we get the opening goal. Pete Gerby. You haven't had the greatest postseason, but you've shown up at some pretty big times. He gets the opening goal on Evan Fitzpatrick. 28 shots combined. That's pretty crazy. Considering some of the other shot totals we have seen. Second period, I don't even want to hit the button. And Nolan Patrick, the top 6 is delivering. We are 20 minutes away from getting our revenge on the Blues. 20 minutes away, but Gorodov gets his first of the series. They're within 1. And they've tied it. Barbashev. No, come on, guys. I'm going to hit the X button. Timeout. We're calling a timeout. Oh no. We've done this a couple of times, haven't we? Blowing a 2-goal lead. Kygorodov and Barbashev, that top line for them is so dangerous. Here we go. Play resumes. Please. Please, 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go, and we are going to overtime. I'm not going to join the game in progress. I've done that before. The game ended up going quite a long time, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to hit the X button, and if we win, we win. No cup celebration, but that's fine. I just want to win. Overtime. Don't blink. You might miss it. And Patrick Laine, we get our revenge. I told you, that is the fucking catchphrase of the day. Don't blink. Patrick Laine, 33 seconds into overtime, and we have our revenge, winning the cup in 6 games on St. Louis ice. The Nords, for the second time in 3 years, and I fucking told you, Joonas Korpisalo, the difference maker, first star of the game, 33 saves, Pete Gerby, the second star, and we have done it. We have done it. Oh, the Nords are once again Stanley Cup champions. 16-4 record. We lost 2 games along the way to the final. We lost twice in the final. We win in Game 6. And the Nords are once again your Stanley Cup champion. We just need to wait. We just need to wait on the results of the Calder Cup playoffs. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. Season tickets were 90% sold on everything. Can I jack up those prices a little bit after winning the cup? I can't. Let's see. And we'll set all those ticket prices back to normal. I'll worry about the rest at the start of the next season. Oh my God, I can't believe we won it. It feels fucking amazing to have beaten St. Louis. We are the team. We are the dominant team. The changes paid off. The changes paid off. The San Diego Gulls win the Calder Cup. But most importantly, for once, the best team in the regular season dominates the playoffs and wins the Stanley Cup. St. Louis gave us one hell of a challenge. But we fucking did it. We goddamn did it. We will take a look at the playoff stats and the awards and quickly wrap up this episode. But goddamn it, we have done it. We have done it. Absolutely incredible. Matthew Tkachuk, 21 points in 20 games, returning to the same form he was in when we won the cup the first time. 20-20 for Nolan Patrick. Laine with 19 points. It really dropped off from there, man. That top line really carried us. I won't read off every point total, but without a doubt, that top line carried us as well as the goal. I can't imagine he didn't win the Conn Smythe. A .945 save percentage in 20 games, a 16-3 record. I guess he was pulled at some point. Maybe? I don't know. What's up with that? Tim Thomas, eat your heart out. He has to be the Conn Smythe winner. I do want to look, though, at St. Louis. It was weird that LeBlanc got a game in there, but, I mean, Fitzpatrick a .925. LeBlanc with a .971 in the 3 games that he appeared in. But Robbie Fabry, holy shit, 22-24. Tarasenko. Ehlers, Barbashev was huge for them. Gaudin was huge for them. But they did not get that supplemental scoring. Like Ratty, Stastny, Poulin. They just didn't get the big numbers down the end. Neither did we, in fairness. It just simply came down to our top line and our goaltending. Fabry led the postseason in scoring. Tarasenko, Tkachuk, and Patrick not too far behind. Ehlers with 18 points. I don't know. Maybe he has a hell of a contract, like I knew he would. But I wouldn't be opposed to getting Nikolai Ehlers back at some point. But let's take a look at the awards. We're bringing home some hardware aside from the cup. Of course, our second cup in 3 years. We also won the President's Trophy in both years that we won the cup. But look at that, 3 straight years in a row. But we have won the best of 3 against St. Louis. The Art Ross goes to Michael Dowcall. Now, in a way, it's like, oh shit, you gave up an eventual Art Ross winner, but we did just win the cup. So it works out. He also won the Hart Trophy, for God's sakes. The Norris, finally, Seth Jones wins a Norris Trophy. Well-deserved. The Lady Bing also went to Dowcall, so he took home a lot of hardware. Beckett in Winnipeg is your Calder winner. The Conn Smythe, as expected, all 3 years. Actually, in the last 5 years, it's been all goalies. But Korpisalo and Fitzpatrick trade the trophy around. The Vezina, though, he gets a little bit of revenge. The Vezina goes to Fitzpatrick. His first, of course, Korpisalo won that in the year that we won. I'm very surprised Korpisalo didn't win it this year. But he did take home the Jennings Trophy for the 3rd straight year. So, team defense, man. Team defense. The Masterton goes to Linus Arneson. The Selke goes to Giroux. The Ted Lindsay to Dowcall. And the Rocket Richard to Tarasenko. So a great year for Michael Dowcall. I doubt we took home any hardware in the AHL. But it is worth checking. Quite a bit of hardware out to the San Jose Barracuda. Johansson, that's a name. Taking home some hardware. But yeah, no hardware in the AHL. But we took home the hardware that matters. We have won our 2nd Stanley Cup in 3 years. And yes, once again, the goal will be to win it yet again. Season 7 is done. We still have 3 left. I still think I'll go and do the full 10. Of course, keep an eye out. That Bruins series will be starting pretty soon. And, well, of course, once this series ends, the Bruins series won't be replacing this. This will have its own... There will be a new series after the Nords. I want to run 2 consecutive, as I've said. But, my God, editing rosters is a pain in the balls. Just flat out. But anyways, guys, I don't want to ramble. I'll end up rambling because I said that. Because I said that. English. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for all of the support on this series. I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, I imagine if you're watching this, you've enjoyed the series up until this point, which is good. But I can't thank you guys enough for the support with these series and what I've done here so far. And again, I look forward to continuing this series and having even more success with the Nordiques. It's been a fun series, and it's not over yet. I will see you guys in the next one where we go through the draft. The episode after that will be the off season. And then it begins again in Season 8. But for now, we enjoy it. We are Stanley Cup champions. Fuck the Blues. I will see you guys next time.